A lot of wounds are being closed and aided at this point, and the wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know. So I think for me, this is my chapter of.
So let me get this straight. You were out there messing up in public, constantly embarrassing your wife, caught up in scandal after scandal, and even stepping in as a bonus dad for someone else's kid. But now that Teyana is finally with a man who actually respects her, you think you're qualified to talk about relationships? Come on, let's be serious. If there were a contest for being completely out of touch with reality, Iman would be taking home the grand prize, trophy and all. Let's not pretend this is about him loving or caring about Teyana. This is about his ego being bruised. He just can't handle the fact that she's thriving without him. Honestly, the amount of self-importance he's showing, it's on another level, like way beyond normal.
Wait a goddamn minute. Why am I so late to the party? Why didn't I know about Aaron Pierre? That's what's up. And Teyana Taylor. Baby, what? Oh, you're gonna love me. That shit looks so divine. It's almost look like they was made for each other. Them motherfucking pictures like they supposed to be in an art museum. Like that shit looks so fucking French kid. I am here for it. I am here for it. That gotta be the reason why Lori was like, nah, I'm cool on him. Because you know Lori is not turning out no new bait, baby. She would have ate it up real quick. Oh, I'm just hurt for it. They look so damn good together. Like,
first off, let's not twist the truth. Iman wasn't some faithful husband blindsided by his wife suddenly leaving. No, he worked hard to destroy his own marriage. And when the fallout came, he played the victim. People have been whispering about his cheating for years. Every time folks tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, boom, another scandal popped up. Late night link-ups? Check. Sneaky behavior? Check. Full-blown relationships outside of his marriage? Big check. And those so-called receipts had everyone in shock. Through all of that, Teyana stood by him, defending him, protecting his image, and trying to keep their family together while he was out doing whatever he wanted. Then, when things finally fell apart, he flipped the script like he was the one who got hurt. Please. We all remember how he acted when he thought no one was paying attention. And now he has the audacity to predict that Teyana's relationship with Aaron Pierre won't work out? Someone needs to remind Iman to sit this one out. He's the last person who should be talking about stable, healthy relationships.
I really don't care what happens at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
Let's talk about how Teyana gave everything she had to that relationship. She really tried to make it work. She looked for the good in him, tried to ignore the gossip, the blog posts, and even those DMs from women who knew more about her own husband than she did. But at some point, a line has to be drawn. She had to put herself first, and honestly, that was the smartest move she could have made. Now she's glowing, unbothered, and minding her business. But of course, here comes Iman trying to rain on her parade like he's some kind of expert on relationships. If irony had a face, it would be his. Instead of obsessing over her new chapter, he should be thinking about why she left in the first place. Let's be honest. If he was really the man he claims to be, she never would have walked out. If he had been the kind of husband she needed, divorce wouldn't have been on the table. If he had given her even a fraction of the love and respect she deserved, she wouldn't be building a happy life with someone else. Let's not kid ourselves. Iman let go of the best thing that ever happened to him. Now he has to watch her level up with a man who truly sees her worth. And that's what's eating him up inside. The rumors on TikTok about a secret baby? Check. Sending pictures of their child to the other woman? A huge, flashing check. This man was out here living like he was single, reckless, careless, and dodging all accountability. And through it all, Teyana still tried to shield him. She stayed loyal, covered for him, protected his name. But he gave her every reason not to. When she finally chose herself and walked away, suddenly he wanted to play the victim. Let's not pretend. Teyana didn't make a scene. No messy online back and forth, no emotional breakdowns, just quiet strength. She walked away with dignity, and chose peace over drama. That's what really has him losing it, because now he can't twist the story. She already won.
Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Teyana Taylor, remember the Fade video? Iman Shumpert, you fumbled. Because ain't nothing worse.
See, he probably assumed she'd go down the typical reality TV breakup route. He thought she'd be messy, throwing jabs, airing out their dirty laundry, maybe even begging for closure. Basically, he expected her to give him way more energy than he ever earned. But instead, she disappeared. She went quiet, cut ties, focused on herself, and started glowing. And let's be real, there's nothing that rattles a toxic ex more than watching you thrive without making a scene. Meanwhile, while Teyana's been keeping it classy, moving silently, and leveling up in her career and her love life, Iman's been lurking around, throwing slick comments, pretending he's suddenly some sort of relationship guru. But where was all this wisdom when he was publicly embarrassing her, time after time? The math ain't mathing. The truth is, he can't stand watching her flourish. She's radiant, successful, and finally done trying to fix a man who never wanted to change. Now he's watching from the sidelines while someone else steps up and gives her everything he never could. It screams regret. Bruised ego, missed chances. Teyana chose herself, found her peace, and walked away with dignity. No drama, no chasing, no desperate search for validation. And now she's out here winning. Enter Aaron Pierre, the man treating her like royalty. He's giving real king energy, Mufasa-level vibes. Maybe they haven't officially confirmed anything, but come on. The chemistry is undeniable. That joint appearance at the 50% pledge, they weren't just posing for the camera, they were present. It wasn't just a coincidence. She's moved on with grace while he's stuck reliving the past. That's karma in motion. And just days later, they showed up together at the American Black Film Festival Gala. And let's be honest, they shut it down. That wasn't a we're just friends kind of vibe. That was we're here and we know it energy. Then there was that hug at the award ceremony when Aaron won the Rising Star Award. Teyana pulled him in, tight. That wasn't a good job, bro kind of hug. That was deep, like, I'm proud of you, baby kind of hug. One of those silent gestures that says it all. So let's break it down. Aaron Pierre versus Iman Shumpert. First off, Aaron keeps it low-key. He's not chasing clout, sliding into random DMs, or humiliating his partner every other month. Most importantly, he leads with respect. Something Iman never fully grasped. And trust. Iman saw all this play out. He saw Teyana glowing, genuinely happy, completely stress-free in the arms of someone who truly sees her worth. And he couldn't deal. So what did he do? Instead of owning his mistakes, he allegedly started throwing shade. Let's call it what it is. The timing looks real shady. And just when we thought he couldn't sink deeper into the bitter ex phase, he took it even further. Full-on petty mode. Instead of focusing on growth, bettering himself, or learning from his failures, he chose to sit back, sulk, and throw a tantrum because Teyana is glowing, drama-free, and completely done with him. All right, let's get into Iman's latest chapter of petty ex behavior. Because now, word is he's trying to take custody of the kids just to get a reaction. Out of Teyana, the nerve. This is the same man who tried to cut down his already low child support payments while barely doing the bare minimum. And now suddenly he wants full custody? Come on, let's be serious. Don't forget, this is also the guy who's been called out for neglecting his kids while they were in his care, choosing his flashy lifestyle over their actual needs. And no, this isn't gossip. This is the same father who reportedly had his 2 young children riding in a rideshare alone through Chicago while he sat back, comfortable in his private ride. Now he wants to pretend he's father of the year? Please, this isn't about parenting. It's about bitterness, desperation, and a desperate cry for attention. Meanwhile, Teyana's over here glowing, thriving, loved, and completely unbothered. And that's exactly what's got him pressed. If she were still caught up in him, he wouldn't be pulling stunts like this. But because she's moved on and upgraded her life, he's trying to stir chaos using the kids. That's low, even for him. Let's not forget, Iman once had everything. A strong woman by his side, a beautiful family, fame, respect. But his ego, his pride, and his refusal to take accountability tore all of it down. He assumed Teyana would keep cleaning up his mess forever. But she didn't. She walked away. And now he's unraveling. Iman isn't spiraling because he lost love. He's spiraling because his pride took a hit. Let's face it, once the NBA checks stopped rolling in and the acting career went cold, so did his spotlight. That podcast? It flopped. Hard. And now he's online throwing shade, trying to convince the world that Aaron Pierre is going to hurt Teyana the same way he did. But that's not insight. That's pure projection. Aaron isn't out here clinging to old fame. He's successful, drama-free, and most importantly, he respects the woman he's with. No messy headlines, no social media games, just steady wins. And here's the real twist. Aaron doesn't just want Teyana for the clout. He truly sees her. He values her. It's in the way he looks at her, like she's the only one in the room. It's not performative. It's real. That's grown man energy. That's I know exactly who I've got energy. Honestly, it's giving Russell Wilson and Kiara vibes. And that's exactly why Iman's spiraling. This isn't about concern for Teyana's happiness. It's about bruised ego, plain and simple. You can see it all over the timeline. Iman is losing it because she found someone who genuinely treats her the way she always deserved. And deep down, he knows he messed it up. Big time. Here's the thing. It's not just about her moving on. It's about the money too. Because while they were together, Teyana was the one pulling the real weight financially. Now she's still killing it, and his career's crawling. So what does he do? Instead of working on himself, he's out here playing mental gymnastics, trying to find a way back into her world, or at least into her bank account. This man had the nerve to go to court saying he's broke over paying $8,000 a month in child support for 2 kids, while also dropping $14,000 a month on luxury meals alone. But when it's time to care for his own children, suddenly he can't afford it? Make it make sense, and it gets worse. He actually stood in front of a judge in Atlanta, demanding that Teyana return gifts he gave her during their marriage. Whole condo. Jewelry, like he's returning a pair of shoes at the store. It's embarrassing. And if that wasn't enough, he allegedly asked for half the royalties from projects Teyana worked on before they even met. Sir, you weren't in the booth recording tracks, on set filming, or sketching out fashion deals. That's why he's really salty, because Aaron Pierre, he's not out here begging for money. He's not trying to reclaim gifts like a debt collector. He's not parading around with bitter ex energy. He's just living, and the internet's loving it. One commenter nailed it. I get why he's upset. As soon as he saw that was Mufasa's girl, he knew it was game over. Another added, these dudes really lose it when their ex levels up. If you didn't treat her right, someone else will. And honestly, they're spot on. Iman didn't have anything to say until Aaron stepped into the picture. And that silence turning into noise? Hilarious. At the end of the day, we all see the truth. Iman fumbled a real one, and Teyana bounced back harder than ever. Now, instead of taking the L with grace, he's out here online, acting like a man who wishes he had a time machine. But what do y'all think? Is Iman going to keep crying about it, or will he finally accept that it's over and let go? And let's be honest, is Aaron Pierre the one for Teyana, or just another chapter in her story? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more.